So here, I'll start out with our little plate and frame heat exchanger. Not a whole lot to it. Cross flow brings building heating water to heat the radiant floors. The bigger pump here, Bell and Gossett, does, what's that one do? So, L2. So this does floor L2 for radiant floor. This one motor is greasable, and we're going to grease that with Polyrex EM, which is pretty much all Bell and Gossett pumps. If there are greasable ports on them, that's what gets used on those pumps. Pretty much any electric motor will use the same grease too. Some say it on the tag, some don't. Pump like this one in the IOM, it states like every 7,200 hours to grease them. On these, you're only going to need 2 or 3 pumps of grease. That's it. We don't want to over grease it. Yep, it's actually a polyurea based grease that they use. And then if you do see, the seal kit is down in here. There's a slinger. You'll notice this puddling up if the seal starts to leak. This is a flush line. Comes off the high pressure side of the pump and goes back in on the seal, keeps it flushed out. Plus lets air, if when you happen to work on it and put it back in service, open up, that lets the air off the top of their cover plate go back in so that you don't have an air pocket sitting around this seal. Usually they can replace the seal. It's very simple. It's controlled over here off one of the VFDs. So they'll shut the VFD down, lock it out, isolate the pump. We got an isolation valve up here and another one on the other side, right up there. And then there's a drain to hook a hose on. They can drain it down. They'll pull the bolts off the cover plate, undo the flush line, disconnect the electrical, lift the motor up out of there to change or to disassemble it. Yeah, it does something with the water. It's to test the water, I guess. I'm not real sure what those are used for.
HOH. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Those are your coupon rack for your steel and your copper in your system. It has plates in there that we test that weekly. Or I mean, he's been testing it for us weekly. We've been adding inhibitors to make sure the system's up to best levels. But that'll be his 6 month to a year. He'll pull the coupon plates and change those.
Oh, do they got glycol?
No, these do not.
These are not, because they're inside.